What's going on with Jungle Freaks? 2 days ago, the floor was 0.1 ETH. It was all over for Jungle Freaks. Today, we're seeing, if I refresh the page here, 0.75. And I've been following this floor this morning. It was in the 0.3 still. So what's changed? What's happened? You can see all these articles. If I just search up Jungle Freak into Google and check the news articles, bunch of articles coming out from the media. You know, you got CNET, you got investing.com talking about racist cartoons by the creator Trosley. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. So let's dive into this. So this was the news that came out a couple days ago. So bunch of racist cartoons being released from the 70s that were printed in Hustler magazines. Bunch of people found these, started exposing them. Basically, George Trosley, the founder of Jungle Freaks, was a racist in the media's eyes and in a lot of people's eyes. Fast forward 2 days, the floor's been to literally almost zero. Everyone's selling. So many people talking about this project and what a failure it is and how they've, stabbed their community in the back. And here we go. 2 days later, Medium article comes out by Jungle Freaks. And this was the reason for the big change in floor. So what actually was discussed in this Medium article? Dear NFT community members, the Trosley family and the Jungle Freaks team would like to start by stating that we do not condone, support, or tolerate racism. Racism is not acceptable under any circumstance, and we denounce all forms of discrimination, especially against those who have been marginalized in a country for years. And I would like to make the point very clear, in the spirit of Jungle Freaks community and the NFT community as a whole, we are an inclusive group who welcomes all people and will forever remain steadfast in that principle. We thank you for your support, and we are dedicated to turning this situation into a positive one. So basically here they are saying that, no, we are not racist, and we want to turn this situation into a positive one, but they haven't yet gone into why they're not racist. Regarding the more recently circulated cartoons, it is important for us to provide context and clarification. Key words here, context and clarification. Anyone can look at this image and at face value, this looks incredibly racist. You've got, I don't even know if I can say it, the KKK induction, the KKK member. This wouldn't fly in today's society, but you got to remember that this is the 70s. And that doesn't make it okay. We don't condone this, obviously, and we've made social changes to, move forward in society. And look at us now. If something came out like this, it just wouldn't fly. And I think that goes to show the progress that society has made in denouncing these sort of images. Trosley goes on to say that he was never a racist, and during his time at Hustler magazine, which is where these cartoons were circulating, Hustler magazine was known for publishing these explicit and salacious material, pushing the bounds of what was socially acceptable at the time. The magazine and its articles, along with my cartoon illustrations and illustrations of other artists, helped shape and redirect the society in which we lived in. So, you got Hustler magazine releasing these images. Everyone knows Hustler magazine. Nobody's saying Hustler magazine is a racist, defamatory platform for illustrators to have free reign on any minority that they want. Goes on to say that the inventor of Hustler magazine, Larry Flint, played an integral role in challenging cultural norms while also championing every American's right to freedom of speech. He's basically saying that these cartoons were challenging social norms and breaking down every minority and social class to an equal playing field is what they're saying here. So we can see we've got, the priests get made fun of, police brutality, looks like some gun control over here. So it's not only racist things, there's all these sorts of social commentary about all these political issues in society that was operating at the time. The crazy little add-on here is that someone actually shot Larry Flint because he wasn't a fan of the racist cartoons, left him paralyzed. But because he wasn't an advocate of the death penalty, he didn't want to convict the man to the death penalty. So they go on to say that the Jungle Freaks community does not condone any of these previous illustrations. So we can see in literally less than a week, the floor has jumped from like 1.5, 0.1, and now it's climbing back up. We can, check a little refresh here. There you go, 0.77. So to clear this all up, this was a great investment opportunity. This is going to be not just a rebound, but I think a spring into what was normal before, because they've pretty well cleared their name here. They've done this article really well. It's very well written, and I wouldn't be surprised if this all blows over now, because this, compared to the outcry that was happening before, it completely reverses the situation. And obviously there's a lot of negative media attention that's still going to linger on, but if those people ask other people, there's going to be a little bit of debate now, and this is going to be the newest piece of evidence to suggest that Jungle Freaks is not a racist cult. So what did I think about this situation as it unfolded? Look, I thought that the illustrations were outright not okay, but I also kept in the back of my mind that this was the 70s. And as a millennial, I've always came in with the impression that there was a lot of social injustice back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and our generation is there to fix it. This wouldn't fly if it was released today. People change with the times. I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, Trosley drew these. He's a racist. He'll never change." And that doesn't make these images justified, but it makes the fact that these images are a part of a bigger social commentary justified. Did I buy at the bottom? No, I didn't catch the bottom, but I bought in at about 0.3. I could have 8x if I caught the floor. You got to keep that in mind. If something falls very fast, it's probably going to rebound. The floor was even rising before that article came out because of the rebound, but this is just further momentum in, and I wouldn't be surprised if this breaks 180 again and holds it. So that's going to wrap the video up. If you take one thing away from this video, it's that if something's falling really fast, just keep an eye on it, and when it starts to rebound, if it has a lot of momentum going with it, jump on the train, and you could get lucky and find Jungle Freaks 8xing it for you.